Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Monday, April 1st, 2024. Well, it is April Fool's Day, but this is not fooling around. We are going to be dealing with waves of rainfall for much of this upcoming week. A very stormy start to April. We're already starting to see rain break out over eastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. And that rain's going to be moving through for much of the morning hours into the early afternoon as we get our first wave of what will be a very stormy week for the entire region. So, what is causing this stormy weather and waves of rainfall, which is likely going to be playing havoc for all you baseball fans out there, Mets and Phillies? You might get the game in tonight. It's just going to be cloudy, but the rest of the week, well, maybe in case of the Mets, maybe it might be a good idea for it to rain out a little bit as they could reset. But what's causing all this? Well, let's take a look at the infrared satellite picture and the radar from WeatherTap. In fact, let's fix one thing here and get rid of the infrared. I want to show you this real careful. Okay, so this is the surface map and radar. South of this stationary front is tropical air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. In terms of tropical air, what I mean is that the origin is tropical, so it's moisture loaded and relatively warm. Meanwhile, this high pressure system here is sending down Canadian maritime air, which still has pretty good amount of moisture from the Atlantic, northern Atlantic, but it's much cooler. The clash between these air masses creates what we call a thermal gradient in the atmosphere. And that thermal gradient leads to what we call frontogenesis, which is a form of lifting. And so you have two moisture loaded air masses interacting with each other, creating that thermal gradient and lift. And this is how you get your rainfall. And then short waves within the pattern lift this moisture and the enhanced thermal gradient to lead to this wave of rainfall. So we're going to get our first wave coming through this morning. Starting tonight, late tonight through tomorrow, we'll get more steady waves of rainfall. Why? Because then a polar air mass, which is producing some of the snowfall up here in the northern plains, begins to join the fun between the clash of these two air masses. And what you end up with, you can see this right next to here on the infrared satellite picture, is a clash of three air masses: maritime, tropical, polar. And when those three combine, well, they create some very nasty weather. So the first part of this storm is driven by the frontogenesis and waves of rainfall. For first wave this morning, we get a bit of a break for the late afternoon and the evening hours. So if you have any outdoor plans this evening, it'll be chilly, cloudy, but it'll be dry. Then tomorrow on through Wednesday, this thermal gradient intensifies because of the interaction with the polar jet stream and the polar air mass, and that leads to widespread heavy rainfall. Then the interaction of those air masses lead to a strong low pressure system that cuts up towards the Great Lakes, redevelops off the New Jersey coast, producing heavy rainfall Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And oh, by the way, Thursday morning, there will be the potential for some frozen precipitation for the northwestern areas of our forecast area, i.e., the Poconos and Catskills. Now, stay away from the snow maps because they're way overdone. But if you're traveling Thursday morning, you want to know about that because it's going to lead to slick conditions, slick road conditions. So I'm not so much worried about any type of significant snow accumulation for the Poconos and Catskills and the Hudson Highlands, but I am concerned about slick roadways on Thursday morning. Other factors to consider with this whole setup here is the potential for coastal flooding. Why? We're going to have a persistent easterly wind coming in from the Atlantic today, tomorrow, Wednesday. So that's going to continue through the high tides and low tides. And during the high tides, it will enhance the high tides. And during the low tides, it will prevent that water from exiting very easily. So as a result, you get an enhancement in the potential for coastal flooding. So it's not so much a huge surge of coastal flooding, but it just keeps on building back up on itself because the water isn't able to exit. So that can lead anywhere between 1 to 3 feet above the normal tidal stages. Combine that with all of the heavy rainfalls, you've got runoff as well. That's going to lead to urban flooding, small stream flooding, river flooding, although minor at this point, based on what we're seeing here, but certainly quite a bit of rainfall. So this storm is going to, oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Also, the wind sustained at 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 45 miles per hour that could lead to minor wind damage and some power outages. So we just got the whole gambit this week of everything and even frozen precipitation. So this is the impact map that premium consultant members are able to use. They can zoom in on it. They can go all the way down to their house if they want to, although I don't know why, but you can do that. So this is what we're expecting in this area here. Looking at about 2.5 to 4.5, yes, 2.5 to 4.5 inches of rain between now and Friday morning. Further north, 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain. Why less rainfall? Well, in this area, we're going to see that gradient enhanced more, and there's going to be a better potential for heavier rainfall in these areas. Here, you're going to have a lot of hit and miss and moderate rainfall, but still quite a bit of rainfall for this time of year, about 1.5 to 2.5 inches. And we already had plenty of rainfall, so it's going to enhance the saturated water table. So certainly flooding potential here. Now, further north, most of this is rain, okay, that we're seeing here. All this area is mostly rain for today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday morning, as this low pressure system is intensifying, it pulls cold air in and changes over the rain to a mix of snow and sleet and rain, just a real mess. So most of the region is looking at a trace to 1 inch of snow. On cold surfaces, watch out for slick roadways on Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, because it is April after all, and a higher sun angle and whatnot, everything changes back over to rain. So this is a very short window. The areas where I'm concerned about accumulation, again, mostly on cold surfaces, are your higher elevations. So we're looking at above 1,500 feet in these areas where we could pick up 1 to 3 inches. And the extreme northern areas and the extreme higher elevations, a few locations could push over 3 inches, 3, 4 inches of snow. Uh, and again, this is going to be mostly on cold surfaces. My main concern on Thursday morning will be this slick roadway. So quite a bit of activity going on this week. So let's dive into more details on this forecast for today. Periods of rain this morning, becoming cloudy by this afternoon and evening. High temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. For tonight into tomorrow morning, cloudy skies towards midnight, and then showers redevelop towards the morning hours, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s. For tomorrow afternoon, periods of rain can be expected, heavy at times. Look for high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 40s throughout the region with a stiff easterly wind. Notice the heavier rainfall is focused to the south, where we have that 2 to 4 inches. Further north, not as much rain, more scattered showers as a high pressure system holds on. On Wednesday, periods of rain continues. A new secondary low begins to develop around Virginia. And the stiff easterly wind continues to enhance that coastal flooding threat. You have temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to mid 40s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 30s to lower 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s along the coast, and mid to upper 40s in the Delaware River Valley. On Wednesday night, the new primary low redevelops off of the New Jersey coast and rapidly intensifies. Notice the snow here over northern New England, rain for most of the region, but you start to get that rain snow mix starting to take shape after midnight over the Poconos and the Catskills and the Hudson Highlands. By the time we get to the morning hours, that wintry mix continues over the higher elevations. More scattered showers are expected along the coast. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, mid to upper 30s along the coast. Showers will linger on into Thursday morning, or Thursday afternoon, should I say, with windy conditions. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s over along the coast. Excuse me. On Friday, we start to quiet down. We have a few troughs moving through with variable cloud cover and a few isolated showers. Low temperatures will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s along the coast, mid to upper 40s in the Delaware River Valley. On Saturday, we dry out with scattered cloud cover. Still a threat for an isolated shower, but really, for the most part, just variable cloud cover. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 30s, high temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. And on Sunday, high pressure takes control with clear skies, low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s in your suburbs, mid 30s in your urban areas. High temperatures will rebound into the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, mid to upper 50s in the New York City metropolitan area, and upper 50s to lower 60s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. And on Monday, high pressure in control with clear skies. Look for low temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures, much warmer, more seasonable for this time of year. Upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior and lower to mid 60s along the coast. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.